Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and I wanted to talk a little bit about competitive versus pub stomping as far as Call of Duty is concerned, because I don't think a lot of people really understand the difference. Judging by some of the comments that I've seen in my recent League play videos, people are like, "Oh my god, I thought Wicked Shrapnel was good at Call of Duty. He fucking sucks." And when you're playing in League play, you are matched up against some very good players. So when you're playing in public matches, you might get paired up with, decent teams or a decent player with a bunch of bad kids that just got thrown on their team. And it's not very competitive for the most part, even though with Black Ops 2, they tried to do a little bit of, skill-based matchmaking where it will try to match you as best as it can with people at like your same score per minute. But with League play, there's a ladder, so the more wins you get and the higher ranked people on your ladder that you beat, you move up the ranks and you get put into different divisions. I think it goes bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then master. And so a lot of the games that I've been playing are at master level. So we got all the way up to master ranked level 2. And it is very, very competitive at that level. And I've played some competitive, when I first started my channel, back in 2010, 2011, I played some competitive in Black Ops 1. And I've never been the best at it. I have some interest in it, and I am still learning, but I like the challenge. I don't find much of a challenge anymore and just going into a lobby and pooping on noobs. It's fun every once in a while. I like both aspects of it, but I've just been playing public matches for so long since the game came out, and even in Modern Warfare 3, never really did any competitive or anything, that competitive is just something different, and it's a different challenge, and it's something that I'm interested in getting back into and hopefully getting better, and it's like starting to play the game all over again, because when you're playing against good players, you can't just run around and, run around and shoot people. You have to have good strategy. You have to have teamwork, call-outs. Definitely have to work on your accuracy and which guns you use, because most people will only use the most powerful weapons. So you're not going to see people running around with guns that are not used very much. Like in Black Ops 1, it was all FAMAS, which really leveled the playing ground, because since everyone was using a FAMAS, everyone was really at the same damage level with their weapons. So what it came down to was player skill as well as connection. Connection does play a big part in it. Although I've noticed in League play, I am having better connections in general. I've gotten some games where connection played a part and I didn't do very well, but overall, connections have been better than they are in public matches. Could just be because it's 4v4, so the game doesn't have to process so much data on all the different players, maybe. That's just a hypothesis. Some people have said that there's even dedicated servers in League play, and that there was an update that came out today on the 10th that removed dedicated servers, because all the time that I'm playing League play, even with people leaving the game, I never had any host migrations, like that the host left, which you get that all the time in public matches. But now, I guess after the update today, they're saying that people are seeing more host migrations, so they might have removed that. But that was one compelling thing that made me move to League play. And after watching the Call of Duty tournament, the $1 million tournament, it really got me pumped up about just playing competitive style Call of Duty, and I've just been getting into it. But that being said, it is much harder. You're playing against good people that know what they're doing rather than just casual players. So you definitely get, you know, good teams you're facing against, and I'm still learning how to play at that level, and it's not really anything that is intuitive for me to do. I have to learn to not, just run around a corner without checking all my corners. In that one game that I played against Redneck, I got Dark Corner McDougaled like twice, so 2 deaths in Search and Destroy were due to McDougaling, which I need to be checking my corners, playing a little bit more cautiously. And that's things that I'm learning, but I'm getting better. And lowering my sensitivity was another thing. When you play in public matches, it's probably more advantageous to have a higher sensitivity because you're going to be facing a lot more people and have to shoot someone one way and then turn around and shoot someone else really quick, which you don't get into those kind of situations as much in competitive. People will usually spread out and be controlling different areas, so you're more in one-on-one gunfights, and having a lower sensitivity allows you to control recoil from the gun and just be generally more accurate. And that's something that I'm still adjusting to, is playing on a lower sensitivity. And I don't know. Basically, I just wanted to address and state the obvious to some people, but not a lot of people really understand. They see me post these competitive games and see me go like negative. Like, oh my god, Wicked Shrapnel went negative, fucking sucks. It's like, yeah, well, I was playing against some of the best Call of Duty players in the game, so it's not like getting into a public match and shitting all over casual gamers. So I'm still adapting, and even though you may lose a game at that level, I like the competitiveness of it. Being able to have a lot of good players on your team and going up against another team that has a lot of good players and just bashing heads. And it really comes down to tactics, and tactics is a big part in call-outs and communication, and there's a lot more to it than just running around the map and shooting people who are on the most part oblivious, like that guy. So I enjoy pub stomping, but a lot of people that are like really good pump stompers, if you put them into a competitive scene, they're not going to be dropping the same kind of, you're never going to see like 100+ game in a league play. That's just not going to happen. There's definitely not even enough people to even get those kind of scores. But even going flawless or getting a 3+ KD is rare in league play. If you can come out positive or even, you're doing good. But I've struggled to do that on a few games. So just bear with me while I am refining my skills and adjusting to competitive style gameplay. And don't be a trolling unicorn and try to understand that competitive Call of Duty is not the same as pub stomping Call of Duty. And just because you're not dropping crazy positive KD scores in competitive gameplay does not mean that you fucking suck. So that's pretty much all that I had to say for this commentary. And let me know what you think about competitive versus pub stomping. And I will look forward to reading your comments. So talk to you later. Take it easy.